Let's talk about it.
So this is a 2011 F-250, and you know, I don't want you to think that it's a lemon. That's the reason I got it so cheap. I know every single year and every single make and model has their own flaws, quirks, and problems to look out for. But here's why I took a chance with this truck, and I spent 30 grand on it. Like I say, it's a 2011. This truck was fully deleted from day one. This truck has never been tuned. The only tune on the truck is it does have a stage 1 tune on the transmission, which, you know, anybody that does own a big truck and knows anything about pulling something, you know, the stock transmission tune is just too buttery smooth and kind of sucks for pulling heavy weight. So that's the only kind of tune that's been on this truck. I just bought this truck with 117,000 miles on it, and this is the difference of cost. Yeah, this is a 7-year-old truck, but this truck has been well taken care of, well maintained. I have all its service records, fuel filters, oil changes, everything. It was done with the best, you know, fluids possible, and it was always done on time. The reason that I got this truck is I needed something, you know, better for work. I had a Ram 1500. It was done up before, but this is just overkill. This is what we call a boss truck, but without a boss price tag. My Ram 1500 was actually more expensive than this truck. So this is actually the Lariat package. So it does have, like, you know, the fake wood grain and stuff like that. It doesn't have the Navi in this, but it's got the upfitter switches, which I'll tell you what those are going to be used for coming soon. But the truck overall is in pretty decent shape. I mean, with this leather, just like all leather, once you hit about 100,000 miles, it does tend to get a little worn out. Not as bad as the King Ranch, which is what I wanted, but, you know, it does need a little bit of TLC. Overall, the truck's in great shape. This is how you get a custom show truck for so cheap. These trucks right now are selling for about $29,000, $30,000, same mileage, more problems in my opinion. This truck has a Pro Comp 8-inch lift on it. The person I bought it from, it doesn't have the stock, you know, not stock, but the original hardware that comes with that Pro Comp. They actually opted for the Fox 2.0 shocks, front and rear. The truck has, you know, everything done to it that, in my opinion, should be done the right way. So it does have, like I say, that 8-inch lift on it. It has a custom grill, like you guys seen in the slow-mo. That's a Royalty Core grill. They're pretty pricey, but it's a custom-made grill for the girl that I actually bought it from. You know, that's why it's got the T-Rexes and stuff like that on it. It has American Force 24x12s on it, on 37 1350 amp MTs. I bought the truck basically as you see it. The only thing that I've done in the 2 weeks I've owned it is, anybody that has one of these trucks, you know, the 2011 to 2016 F-250, 350, knows that basically anything less than a 10-inch lift on 37s or bigger, you don't rub on the fender wells where you usually rub on a truck that's lifted, but you rub on the front bumper. You know, there's brackets on the stock bumper that, on the right side especially, they rub really bad. So as soon as I bought the truck, I got an N-Fab front bumper. So that open space that you see around the grill, that's actually going to get 2 38-inch light bars. You know, we're going to be doing a lot to this truck. I don't want you guys to think, you know, anybody that follows the channel religiously, I don't want you to think that we're going to full-on truck content. It's not like that. We are going to be doing a lot more of basically my life in general. If you don't know, I travel. I own my own business, so I travel a lot for work. Right now, we're actually not in Florida, where home base is. This is Ocean Grove, New Jersey. You see me wearing this Jay-Z coat because it's 39 degrees outside, freezing my balls out. And, you know, I just want to bring you guys along for the ride of what I do on an everyday basis. Do me a favor, if you do follow the channel, if you've subscribed after watching at least this part, comment down below. If you guys want me to make more content on a regular basis, I need you to let me know. You know, I am pushed for time. I'm always busy. I work 500 hours a week. But if you guys, you know, a lot of you guys, you tell me all the time that you like the content I bring you. I know we do a lot of Aprilia content and bike content, but you know, if you want me to upload more regularly and shoot some of these videos, I'm all for it. It might not be all the time good builds, fun stuff, but you know, I'll take you along for the ride to get the travel portion of it and get to see a lot of cool stuff. Now, back on track from what I was saying earlier, if you've made it this long through the video, we have a major update on the channel. So, you know, as you guys seen in my last upload, also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put a link right here, you know, down below, so you can go ahead and follow me, because it's more up to date, it's more regular. You can see what, you know, what's new, what's coming out, you know, what we're following. So as most of you know, what I call the big three flagship bikes have just been released. That's the 2019 BMW S1000RR, the 2019 Panigale V4R, and the 2019 Aprilia 1100 factory RSV4. Yeah, a mouthful. I don't know why they changed the name. So in a few weeks, we are going to be shooting, just like last year, if you've, you know, been an OG to the channel, we're going to be shooting the Progressive Show here in New York. Any of you guys that watch 650E, do me a favor and go put something on his video right now that we need to link up. I missed him by like 20 minutes when we were doing the V4 reveal last year, and man, I'd love to meet that guy, dude. That guy's got awesome enthusiasm, awesome energy, and you know, you can feed off of that, and definitely I like being around successful people. But we're going to be revealing, you know, those three bikes. As you know, it's already mid-November, so you've seen pictures, you've seen probably videos of SEMA, to where people have been, you know, showing those bikes in the little, you know, spec sheets and things like that. Not all prices have been released, well, as far as at the time of making this video. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shoot that. We're gonna film that just like last year. We're gonna show you guys the big three flagship bikes. But now, like in my last upload, one of the topics of discussion was, should we buy a 2019 Panigale V4R for the channel? As you know, I followed Ducati a long time. You know, I'm not really a fanboy, but I have owned a couple Panigales. I like the bikes. We test rode the V4 last year before it was released to showrooms, and it's a great bike. There's something true to racing with me that I won't own a bike that's out of class regulation. So what that means is any bike that's a 4-cylinder that's more than 1,000 cc's, I'm not really interested in it. I know it's faster, I know it's more torque. It's one of those things that at the end of the day, I follow racing through and through, and those bikes just aren't legal. If I wanted something more than 1,000 cc's, I'd get a Tuono, I'd get a naked bike, something that I'm not going to be racing, and I would love having that extra displacement, but it's just, I got to stay true to the racing scene, and we got to keep it going that way. So I just want to go ahead and let you guys know this first. We are going to be getting a new bike for the channel here in the next year, you know, not a year long, but you know, in 2019, within the next few months, we're going to get a new bike for the channel. But we're not turning our back on the Aprilia content. I will not be upgrading to the new 1100 RSV4 because, like I said before, I don't really jump on board to bikes that have to go over 1,000 cc's as a 4-cylinder to get that extra oomph. I am pushing to get the V4R, and that's mostly because I really don't think BMW's done enough. You know, after 9 years, when they come out with their revamp, I don't think they've done enough for me to want to switch brands. Being the RSV4 is effing heavy, but it's still 10 times the better bike. So that leaves the Panigale V4R. I am shooting to get the V4R. Now, all my OGs that have been with me from the beginning knows I love my exotic content, but we are not turning our back on Aprilia. We are keeping the 2017 RSV4 RF that we've been building, that you guys see on the channel all the time, my personal bike. We're not getting rid of it. I'm gonna keep it. I really love that bike. It does everything that I want it to do so well, and the things I don't need it to do so much better. So I don't want you guys to get mad at me and hit that unsubscribe button going, oh, he's switching to Ducati. Listen, I love all things that are built great, that are fast, that are just beautiful machines. Okay, we're not picking sides here. Now, this is the part you guys really been waiting for. If you've noticed, I haven't been uploading regularly. I've been out of town. I've been in Jersey for almost 3 months now. I haven't been at Florida. I haven't been in Florida. I haven't rode my bike. I haven't even got to see Dorothy. Haven't even got to see the bike in almost 3 months. Got him getting flashbacks to the beginning of the year when she was broken down at the dealership. But I'm gonna be back in a few weeks. You know, December 1st, which is a Saturday, that's the day that I'm shooting the Progressive show up here in New York. I'm leaving to go back to Florida the next day. That being said, I have been behind the scenes putting together really, really good content for you guys for when we get back to Florida. So I've ordered, I'm not going to say exactly what parts, but if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what to kind of expect. But I've ordered basically 15 packages, really, really nice upgrades to the bike that as soon as I get home, we're modifying the bike extensively. You know, basically what we wanted to do at the beginning of last year when we got the bike, but it was broke down and down for 3 months, you know, yada, yada, yada. So now I'm going to be home for a couple months. We have the time. And, you know, my goal was to get that bike ready for the track. It's going to be a predominantly track bike that's going to be rideable on the street. And basically we got those parts coming, boys. So those parts are on the way, if not already sitting there at the house for us to install as soon as we get back. And just to give you a little hint, we've got everything from race bodywork, lightweight bits, titanium bits, just everything you can think of on a full build, and things that are more than needed for a dedicated track bike. So I can't wait to get back home and do those installs with you. But like I said earlier, please drop a comment down below and just tell me if you want me to upload more regular, and we can make these talks, these discussions, we can talk about whatever you guys want to. You know, we can do that. We can do this more of a regular thing, and I will try my hardest to bring you guys, you know, continuously the best content I can, give you what you guys want. And thank you guys for watching. Please, if you enjoyed the video, give it one of these, not one of these, and please subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.